mechanisms to remove difficulties for energy projects. The Ministry of Industry and Trade has proposed many mechanisms to remove difficulties for energy projects, including LNG power, bot power, and allowing private enterprises to research small modular nuclear power. The Ministry of Industry and Trade has just submitted a document to the Ministry of Justice requesting appraisal of the draft resolution of the National Assembly on mechanisms and policies to remove difficulties for national energy development in the 2026 to 2030 period. Regarding investment in power project construction, the ministry proposes that power projects and works already included in the National Power Development Plan will not have to go through investment policy approval procedures. The decision to approve the investment project will be the basis for allocating or leasing land, water surface, changing the purpose of land use, and forests for the project. For power transmission grid projects, the Prime Minister will decide to assign 100% state-owned enterprises, or enterprises wholly owned by this unit, as investors. In addition, the Ministry of Industry and Trade proposed additional incentive mechanisms for bot power projects. At the same time, it will develop a specific mechanism for imported LNG thermal power projects, focusing on long-term minimum electricity output and application time. In addition, private enterprises are also expected to research and develop small modular nuclear power. Regarding the difficulties of LNG thermal power projects, the Ministry of Industry and Trade said that on August 13, it had a meeting with investors to discuss solutions to remove difficulties and attract investment. Enterprises proposed applying a two-component electricity price mechanism, committing to mobilized output and increasing long-term minimum contracted electricity output. The ministry considers LNG power projects to be an important source of base electricity in the 8th Power Plan, and proposes to review and recommend the National Assembly to issue a specific mechanism on long-term minimum output, ensuring the harmony of interests of all parties. With the proposal favoring the interests of enterprises, the ministry believes that it is not suitable to apply to current independent LNG power projects. At the 6th meeting of the State Steering Committee on Key Projects in the Energy Sector, Deputy Prime Minister Bui Ton Sun assigned relevant agencies to review and add power projects in accordance with the adjusted 8th Power Plan to the list of key national projects, especially power supply sources for the North in the 2026 to 2030 period. In addition to promoting the progress of power projects, regarding the progress of removing difficulties of solar and wind power projects, in September, Deputy Prime Minister Nguyen Hoa Binh assigned Vietnam Electricity Group, based on its functions and tasks, to proactively work and negotiate with investors of projects in the spirit of harmonious benefits, shared risks between the state and investors, avoiding unnecessary lawsuits. Previously, EVN proposed that the Ministry of Industry and Trade divide wind and solar power projects facing difficulties into two groups for handling. Group 1 includes 3 projects with judgments that will be implemented according to the court's decision. Group 2 includes the remaining 169 projects. When there is a judgment, they will be handled similarly. The group also proposed that the Ministry of Industry and Trade coordinate with localities to review and handle projects with acceptance documents, CCA, issued after the commercial operation date, COD, and guide 13 projects without CCA to complete their documents according to Resolution 233. Regarding electricity prices, EVN proposed to allow projects with CCA to enjoy fit prices from the COD date, while projects without CCA temporarily apply the ceiling price of the transitional framework from the August payment period, then enjoy fit prices when CCA is granted. While waiting for instructions on implementing Resolution 233, EVN's power trading company requested investors not to complain, sue or request late payment interest, or benefits related to temporary payment of electricity bills. Investors agreed to the above proposal if the group completed the payment of the entire amount of the temporary withholding before October 31.